Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. Hear that rooster sing, coffee's ready for a fling. Southern Fried has news for you. Updates on life's going on, and maybe a joke or two. Get up, pray up, and coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. We got laughs, we got prayer, celebrate our nation every day. Love our vets, love our land. It's the home of the free and the land of the brave. Get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. So come on in and have a blast, for a good time that will last. Start your day with a smile, with the hosts that do the most. And get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while.
Good Wednesday morning to all of our people out there at Southern Fried Podcast Land and Cornbread Nation. I'm Rob. That's Dave. Hey, get on in here. Let's have a blast this morning. How you doing this morning, Dave?
I am wore out, and I don't mind saying it. My body is. My brain is going 90 miles an hour. 15 hours of election and another hour or so podcast. I was pretty whooped last night, but fired up to be here. Hey, go back and put that overlay up of Robert Dogtag Diamond.
Yeah.
We need to give him a shout out this morning.
Yes.
And y'all pray for him. He, of course, those that know that Robert Dogtag has been on the trail, going up the Appalachian Trail. Over 1,000 miles he has went. However, he's laid up in the hospital way up the East Coast. Had to have emergency gallbladder surgery. The dog tags are still going up the trail with friends that he has met. He is going to be off the trail for a few weeks. He's not sure how long. He's not really sure what's going to happen, because even when he's cleared, he can't carry up anything more than, I think he said 15 pounds for a bit. So he just right now is asking for prayers. He'd been hurting for a few days or a couple of weeks, and he hiked himself to a hospital, I guess. And anyway, he done a video. Y'all pray for him. But the dog tags are still going up the trail. But dog tag himself, he's in the hospital. Y'all pray for him.
Yes.
Give
Emergency
that
gallbladder surgery is that's rough stuff, dude.
I've had it. I know. And his was a long surgery, something like 5 hours.
Wow.
He's been in some pain, so he was wanting everybody to know. He made the video from the hospital bed. If you go to his Facebook or YouTube, you can watch that. He hates that, but life is life, and so he's at a stage right now for his own health. He does not know if he can rejoin the trail, but the dog tags are going up the trail. Y'all pray for him. I know that has to be heartbreaking to him. But he's made it over 1,000 miles. He's done all he can do. And sometimes that's all you can do, Rob.
Yeah.
Is to do all you can do. And he's done it. God bless him. I hate that for him. But the dog tags still go up the trail.
Yes. Yes. And you know what? You know, we've supported him all the way through this. And, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on there. When you have health issues, you just have health issues. And you got to put your health first. And that's a great cause and everything. But amen for him for having the courage to say, you know what? I don't feel right. Something's wrong. Better go to the doctor.
Hey, I was talking to a guy yesterday, and he was going to run. He come to vote. We did have an election in Georgia. Most people didn't know that. And the number, we had 15 people show up in our precinct all day. So, and I was one of them, and Rob voted. But he showed up. He showed up and he said he was going to run in this last election, and he was down in Atlanta filing his $5,200 plus filing fee for that particular office. On the way back, had some chest pains, ended up over the course of 6 weeks having 2 major open heart surgeries.
Oh, wow.
And from the hospital bed, he's telling his buddy, I think I can still do it. And his buddy's like, come on, man, take care of you. Do it another time. But you're not. He said, I think I could win. So he's like, no, come on, man. He said, win life or something like that first. Then you can work on winning elections. I said, hey, I respect you, man.
Yeah.
I said, take care of you first, then come back and run.
Wow. You know, well, people tend to be stubborn and have stubborn streaks. And that when they decide they can do something, that's exactly what they're going to do usually. You know, I've been guilty of it.
No.
You know? Yeah. Believe it or not, I've got a stubborn streak, Dave.
Well, and you've had health problems. I'm not saying anything you haven't said on the show. And you've had to battle through what your body allows you to do.
Yeah.
Because there are limitations.
You know, I went to the doctor Monday, and he gave me some news I didn't want to hear. And I told him, I said, up here, I know you might be right, but right here, I'm not ready to hear that. Yeah.
How boy are you? Doc, I'm not ready to hear that.
Yeah. You know, and the measures that he's talking about. Okay. Like when I have a seizure or something, you know, for a little bit after that, I'm a bit wobbly. Okay. I'm not very steady on my feet and stuff. Fairly common. And I've got a single prong cane that I use when I have to. I hate using the thing. And I told him, I said, well, I was wobbly and I fell anyway. He said, well, we've got a couple options. Let's get you to try one of those 4-prong canes. You know, it's a little bit more stable. He said, or we can get you a walker. And I was like, don't think so. But, you know, when I have to around the house, if it keeps me out of the floor, it's probably the right path to take. You know, but you don't want to admit that, you know.
I just look at it like this. When you're not using it, Chuck can lay on it.
Chuck's got enough to lay on, you know.
I hear you, Michael. Hey, by the way,
yeah,
all you folks that we've been telling you for weeks now to get your Rumble, downloads free. Whether you ever go premium or not, we are pushing and helping Rumble. It helps us. We do so many premium hours a month. All the creators do. Yeah. In July, it's going to be really critically important for each of you to help us out. It'll help us out. And all of you that chat all the time, it's not a problem. But get on your Rumble side and at least chat once in the month. We have to have. There's a new requirement for us in the creator program. And all the creators have it, not just us. We're going to help other ones as well because we go into shows and talk to them. But to chat or top at least one chat in the month of July for us, we have to have so many of those. It's not a high number, but it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. But you'll help us out. If you don't have the Rumble app yet, why? Get it and
Yeah,
at least have it
absolutely.
in the bag. Have it in your.
Hey, it's free.
It's free. Not gonna
You
hurt you.
know, and it's a great platform, and they don't censor you. Oh my
Right.
God! If you want free speech and stuff like that, and you're a proponent of that, like we are here, we try to let everybody say what they need. Yeah, I put that up there. And Michael, that's a great idea, but dude, I'm gonna have to, and I know. And my uncle's got one up there at his place that was Grandpa's, and I'll probably just pull it down here and I'll put it in the closet, and if I need it, I'll get it. Uh,
Well,
I
you
don't.
got a new deck ramp option there. Nobody's
Yeah,
gonna see it but you.
yeah. Well, everybody's gonna see that ramp, but the I had to get a shower chair because changes in temperature and stuff like that. Your body doesn't react with a lot well when you have epilepsy, and so you get the shower and the water's too hot or too cold, and you hit the floor, or you can. So you know it's better just to have it, especially if I'm living by myself. I mean, it's just better to have it, and
Hey folks, it's June 18th, Humpday,
yes,
and we're at war.
yeah. That's something else we got to talk about.
We went from support role to lead role overnight. America at war in the Middle East. Fire up the B-52s. Got to get them woke up out of the love shack, Rob.
Yep. Michael, if I have to use one, I'll use it. I'm just not going to be happy about it. There's no way. But
You can have fun with it. You can paint stripes on it. You can, give it a name. Start talking to it. There's all kinds of things you do. Put some streamers on it, balloons.
There's only one name I could give that to make it fun for me to push that thing around and put my weight down on it. Just one name.
What's that?
Tanya. I'm going to name it Tanya. And you're the only one that's going to get that. But that's okay.
I did get it.
She rode my back long enough. I'm going to ride hers.
I'm not going to say anything about it, but even though we don't work together anymore, but
enjoy that one, Dave. Because I know you're inside. You just went.
Moving along, my brother posted this morning on his Facebook. I thought it was funny. I have to be careful on a couple of these. You might have seen these. These are one of those lists that go around, but nicknames for coworkers. See if you've worked with any of these, Rob.
Okay.
Kit Kat, because they're always taking a break. That's one of the nicknames for a coworker.
Yeah.
Butter knife. I've definitely worked with this. Not the sharpest tool in the box.
Yes.
Arthur always does half a job.
Yeah.
I've worked with those too.
Uh-huh.
Definitely worked with this one. Motion light. Only works when someone walks by.
Yes.
Like the boss, E.T., this might be me, always wants to go home. I wasn't always like that, but seaweed, you like this one, floats around all day and stinks like, and I'll let you fill in the blank. Yeah. Lantern, we've definitely worked with these, Rob. Not very bright, has to be carried.
I'm putting names on some of them.
I know they're flashing in my brain right now. We got deck chair, always folds under pressure.
Work with some of them too.
We're getting a little risky now at the end of the list. I'll be careful here. G-spot, you can never find them.
Oh, that's amazing.
Daisy, some daisies in, some daisies isn't. And the last one is foreskin. Disappears when things get hard. I've killed Rob this morning.
For two reasons. Number one, that is amazing. And number two, I can't believe you actually said that one.
Well, I just went for it.
No, that's amazing. I like that.
That's my brother.
Hey,
Daniel, if you're out there, you got me in trouble.
salute, Daniel. Go for it.
He has come in the program before. By the way, Daniel, you got to get a rumble too if you're out there.
Yes.
Family, stand together. We got some. I love these names. I always love names that we have on that pop in. You know, and sometimes we just see numbers. We don't see names. But here's one for you. I like this one. We got on Instagram.
Political affairs.
I kind of like that. That has that air of importance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what. And the other ones, I'm not sure what this one is. Probably stands for the name tied together. I don't know what that one is, but anything that's got hog in it, I'm always in.
Hogger, like Frogger, Nidhogger.
Yeah, Hogger.
Well, that'd have been a cool video game. Instead of Frogger, you had a hog. Did Hogger, trying to get the hog across the road.
Yeah, making hog sounds. That'd been cool. Then we got this one. Well, that's who's in Instagram right now. So, thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank y'all very much. We're glad y'all are here.
Thank you for being here.
Michael's got another one. How about bad lug nut? Can't get it to work either way.
We had names for Robert. We probably can't repeat them.
Yeah.
Well,
he started with an A and ended with a hole, huh?
Rob was really instigator because he was always starting stuff.
No,
Always.
No, not me. I was a sweet, innocent.
But he outworked everybody. But he worked so fast, he got caught up ahead of time. And I couldn't say too much because then he could go start stuff and then say, "You didn't do your job." He said, "It's already done."
What do you want me to do? There's nothing over there to do.
I'm waiting on the driver. I'm caught up. Drivers hated him. He had to keep loading that machine. So, come on, man.
Oh my God. There was one particular driver. I worked him so hard one night because I wanted to see if I could get a certain number of cuts done in one night. And I worked him so hard. He came through. He said, "Don't you ever go for that number again. Don't you ever do it."
But the thing with Robert, he would get all these numbers, but you could never call him brown noser because the bosses didn't like him.
Well, one boss did, but that's
she loved you like a
she loved
you like a son
that you didn't want.
A son of.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael. That would have been a good name for me, starting fluid. Always getting things roaring. Yeah, I have to occupy myself. I used to be borderline ADD, I think. I had to occupy myself. If I got caught up or if I got bored, I had to amuse myself. And then everybody was like, "Oh, no. He don't have anything over there left to do. Here it comes."
Oh, yeah.
Y'all could have called me Rotor Rooter. Dave.
I'm listening.
Always stirring up crap.
Well, and that would have fit because we was constantly having to have Roto Rooter come out.
Yeah.
Because the roads would back up. And we found out, well, one, we had a bad drainage problem at one time, but we had Roto Rooter come out and we had drains were backing up all over the apartment. And when they snaked it out, they found a pair of men's underwear. Some idiot throws her underwear down the drain. What the heck?
Then they had the guy that went to tuck his shirt in that wasn't wearing any underpants. I wonder if it was him. His.
Who knows? Who knows? We had at one time what I would call the volcano drains. You didn't get close to them because they were known to back up and create a volcano effect with crap.
Yeah.
I remember one time, Mike, Brother Shipley,
Yeah.
he said, "What the heck is that?" He got closer. He said, "Oh my God, that's crap." He said, "That's the most disgusting thing." He went to the bosses. He's like, "I can't work around this." Of course, you know how far that went. Oh, production.
Oh, that's not what that is.
That's what they said. They wasn't going to admit it. Oh, no. That's not what that is. He said, "That's crap balls that are that are laying on the floor." He said, "I will never sweep around that again."
He was probably like, "You can see the corn."
It's a rough place.
Yeah.
If you've ever worked in a mill, you got stories. I'll say that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Michael
knows he was there.
Michael says it's 2 more days till summer. I'm going to go ahead and beg to differ on that. He said that a while back here, but I'm going to go ahead. I think it's summer now. I don't care about what everybody's saying. It's hot enough and humid enough. It's summer now. I can't even stand to walk outside down here right now. Ugh.
Well, we're having our Florida weather, rain every afternoon. It comes by, it blasts for about 10 minutes, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Every day.
We've been getting into that pattern too. We need to rain badly, but we're not getting enough.
Hey, and birthdays today. Sir, he's a sir now. He's been knighted. Paul McCartney, 82 years old. Don't that make you feel old? 82 years old. Blake Shelton is 48 years old. Blake Shelton. Wow. Let's see if there's anybody else here that I want to mention. That may be it. Some of them I just don't have the heart to mention. I think that's the only one I want to mention. But anyway, Paul McCartney, 82 years old.
Wow.
Sir Paul.
Elton John got knighted too. So he's Sir Elton John. And that was the first time a queen ever knighted a queen.
I was waiting on it.
What?
I said I was waiting on it.
Oh, okay. Did you think I was going to have a silly comment for that?
I just knew there was a comment coming.
Oh, okay. But that's pretty good, though, right? Queen knighting a queen. Oh, yeah. We're doing those 5-6 p.m. showers now, where it comes through, where it just gets sticky hot outside, and you walk outside, and you're like, ugh, and then it rains, and it gets everything good and wet, and then the sun comes right back out. And it hadn't cooled off nothing, but now everything's wet, so it's even more humid. It's like someone poured super glue on your thighs, and you got there walking, and it sounds like Velcro every time you take a step. Shh, shh, shh.
Yeah, I don't like it. Don't like it.
That's all right, though. We'll survive it one way or the other. Man. Chuck has got his tennis ball in here and is just absolutely attacking it. And then he had to stop and give himself a bath. He's going for the clean kill.
Don't forget, folks, Patriot Mobile use that promo code Cornbread, make the switch today. You'll be helping yourself in a great way. You'll be helping a great American company, and you will help the Southern Fried podcast. We'll have another video of them soon, maybe by tonight.
And you get your first month free when you use that code.
Yeah.
So help yourself, help us, help them. Yes, you just help everybody.
And $50 referral. $50 referrals that you can get knocked off your bill or towards the purchase of a new phone.
Okay. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That snuck up on me. I was already coughing before I could even get my hand up or anything. I don't. There's a lot of debates, and let's go ahead and talk about this stuff that's going on around. I mean, we need to. I think we've kind of sort of decided we're not going to jump in and take a side on this. We have our own personal views, but everybody has their own views, and we want to leave it open for people to jump in here. Iran issued a threat against the United States as President Trump considers getting more directly involved. Their facility is deep enough underground. They're saying they need the 30,000-pound bomb, bunker buster bomb, to reach it and to take it out. There's only really one country that has that bomb and the means to deliver it where it needs to go. So that is going to be interesting. We have that aspect of becoming more involved, is we're really the only country that has the willingness. There's also the aspect of, oh, how come we went from this to that so quick? You know, where did we get the information from? And are we being played? There's that aspect of it. Don't know. You know, you can never say for absolute certainty that you're not. Would you agree with that?
Well, there's a lot of things that go along with this, and we don't have the intel ourselves to know how this played out, but we can make assumptions about a lot of it. For myself, and just looking at it straight on without getting into the weeds too much, everybody's been talking about this bomb for several years now. And I've heard about the 4 bombs theories, 20%, 60% for one. That's being reported. But if that didn't just happen yesterday, there's no way they've had intel. They've been tracking this. Even Russia said they were going to help them get over the hump, but for peaceful purposes, BS. So the question is, what changed for me? What changed that a president leaves a pretty big conference, says that he's got to be with his people, he don't trust the phones, in a secure location. At the same time, we hear sources that are talking about refueling planes are headed that way, ships are being moved closer, B-52s. What changed? What at that moment, why did we take the lead on this and say we, America, are doing this? It's a very strange thing. And so here we are. Now, I don't think most of the world does not care. Most of the Arabs are going, yeah, go get them, because they can't stand Iran, because they can't play ball. They don't trust them, because the Iranians are a weird bunch. I mean, they're fanatical. They're even too fanatical for their fanatical brotherhood over there. I mean, when you're that fanatical that you out fanatical the crazies, the loonies, the homicide idiots of your neighbors, there's crazy, then there's crazy. I mean, that's like you're going down the road and the crazy person flags the cops down and says, "Hey, you got to do something about them. They're just cray-cray." I mean, they're bad. That's what happens in the Middle East with Iran.
I mean, to put that in a little bit more perspective, that would be like AOC and Elizabeth Warren and all them looking at you and go, "You're a leftist extremist."
Yeah, exactly. And why? And I, it could be true, but I say BS on the whole. America has the one bomb that can get it done, and if we do, why do we have to drop it? We can't transfer it. I just something weird about this whole thing. It's just weird to me.
The 30,000 bomb is dropped by the stealth bomber. This is the big boy. I mean, it's probably the biggest non-nuclear conventional bomb out there. And there's just so many delivery systems that you can use for this thing. If it's a bomb, you have to drop it. It's guided by electronics. It's not going to miss, but it's dropped from high altitude as well. I mean, this thing is, you don't want to be nowhere around this thing when it goes off. No, even though it's called a bunker buster, and the main force of it's directed downwards and out to the sides, you don't want to be around this thing when it goes off. You want to be long gone. And if they do hit some type of facility down there and release radiation, nobody wants to be around it. This is, you got to have something to get in there, drop this thing, and get out. The B-52s might could do it, but that's a big bomb, Dave.
I understand.
I don't know how many.
Israel has capabilities just like we do.
They don't have the stealth bombers. It takes some. Yeah, it takes 4 or 5 bombers if they're going, because they're not going to drop one if they have to drop them.
Michael. Exactly, and they have that.
Yeah, you can push it, but you guide it from there? Can you make sure it hits where you want it to hit? Doing it that way? I don't know.
I just still say something's weird. They've known about this for a while. Like, what the heck? This ain't just new news. They've known it. Bless you.
Thank you. And I'm not arguing for or against. I'm just saying, there's a technical aspect of it. I'm not saying I believe that's necessarily what's happening. I don't know. I'm saying that could be part of it.
Well, I just want to juxtapose that with a president that has said, now he's always willing to do his own thing, but he doesn't want war. 4 days ago, he was saying, "Hey, it's them, not us. Let's talk. Let's have peace."
Yeah.
Israel's doing what they got to do, but let's have peace.
Did they do you think maybe perhaps they made a direct threat against the United States?
Well, that happens every day.
Yeah, but did they say,
they have made it?
Or do they have it now? And they're going after the infrastructure to keep them from launching. That could have been the tipping point. They've got it. That could very well.
I'm with you. But then you're going to say, we'll kill your leader and surrender? There's more going on here. It's weird.
Well,
man.
How long have we begged them not to do it? Don't do it. Don't do it. Because we know. Now there's a fact. They're going to drop that bomb either on Little Satan or Big Satan. That's either Israel or the United States. Because that's the way they view us. They're either going to drop it on Israel, or if they can get it to the United States, they're going to drop it on the U.S. All right? If they had it and they had the means, that would set this whole thing in motion and pull Trump off the G7.
Miss Elizabeth.
Good morning. How are you? You're back.
We've missed our gentleman.
How your trip went.
I said, and I'm saying that's a possibility. But they've been given this whole, 6 months they might have the bomb. This has been going on forever.
Yeah.
And what credible threat did they get that all of a sudden the president of the United States is going to take the lead and say, we, America, own the skies over Tehran? We will kill your leader if we have to. Surrender.
Yeah. I'm thinking this is probably the case. I bet you they got enough enriched uranium. Russia helped, or China or somebody helped them push it over and tried to prod them into go ahead and launching this thing. And the United States said,
Well, I'm going to give you another scenario. I actually don't believe that they made any kind of credible threat to the United States. I'm just saying. She just landed in Atlanta. God bless you. Yeah, stay on the airplane.
Can you get a flight? Can you get a flight to Chattanooga? Just let them refuel that plane and go to Chattanooga.
Yeah, you don't want to.
That'd be the best way.
Here's what I say. Just a theory. I think that Israel said, we're going to drop the bomb on them. We've had enough. We're fixing to put a mushroom cloud over Tehran. They're ticked off. The Israelis are ticked off. And the president said, whoa, we don't need that. I think they were at that point.
Yeah. Michael, I've heard that it's actually 60% ready is the numbers I've been getting. And they were helping them get it pushed up over that.
That's why I think we're involved. I think it's all about Israel. I don't think they're worried about too much us getting hit yet. But they're afraid that they got enough to get. They have the missile capability to get there for sure.
Oh yeah.
What if they got one through, and Tel Aviv has or Jerusalem has a mushroom cloud over it, and Israel, because the first strike said, we're not waiting.
Mm-hmm.
It's on like Donkey Kong. And they said, we're fixing to have holy war all over the Middle East. Because if Israel does that, it's on. That, Israel's ready to wipe them off the face of the planet, man. I'm telling you, they're ticked.
Well, you have the whole thing with Gaza, and the whole world turned against them on that. Not with the rulers of Palestine.
Hamas.
I couldn't say it. They had just had this whole thing with Hamas, and the whole world turned against them. Now, if Iran has the capabilities of reaching Israel, and Israel's like, well, the world's going to turn against us anyway, we're going to take them out before they can take us out. You're talking, what, 9 million Jews versus 90,000 Iranians? Kind of got some limited options there, Bubba. Just saying.
Well, all we can do is go by what we see. And what we see right now is a president that went from, we're not even involved, to leaving the conference early, moving all assets closer to Israel, and telling the leader, we can kill you if we choose to, surrender. That's where we're at this morning.
Yeah.
But the conspiracy part of me says this has been in motion for a little bit. I now think that the Houthis getting hit hard like they were was a screen to get military assets closer to Iran.
Yeah.
In the region, and they used the Houthis to do it. The Houthis were not that big a threat. I mean, we dropped a bunch of bombs on them. They ain't said nothing since. Not that they didn't need to get hit, but let's face it, the Houthis have been they've been that little chicken hawk for a while. They're not the big boy in the region.
Yeah.
They're a little player. But yet we went all on top of them. I thought it was kind of weird at the time. I thought, okay, he's showing toughness. Now I think maybe that was a screen to get resources closer.
Or maybe kill two birds with one stone.
Maybe.
It was like that line out of Avengers. Ant, meet boot. But then, yeah, we moved a lot closer, and Israel moved a lot. I mean, we got stuff there now. It's
We're
going to
glad
be
you had a good time, Miss Elizabeth.
Yes.
I hope she has stories of, I don't know, bathing with a bear in an Alaska stream or something. I don't know. Exactly, broski. That's a lot. There's a lot. I was looking at it last night on the map. There's a lot of resources in the region. We got. Yeah, they did, Michael, but it didn't come to no effect.
Yeah. I think we have a third carrier on the way.
I believe so.
Too.
Uh-oh.
Like we did.
She has great people stories.
Did you find you a big burly Alaskan out there taking a bath out there in one of them pure water Alaskan streams?
Like a hot stream?
Yeah. Kind of look like Steve in the blacksmith shop.
I bet Miss Elizabeth is a people watcher.
I bet she is too.
She gonna come back with a lot of. Let me tell you about this.
Was anybody? I have a question for you. And she said, "Bah ha ha, no." did anybody notice them? Notice them?
Well, yeah, she got some attention with them pants.
I guarantee you. Especially had that top with it. I guarantee you, somebody's taking pictures.
Hey, what happens on the cruise stays on the cruise. She might have went pants no top. Who knows? I'm just saying. It might have got real.
She got more taste than that. Oh, I got you back there.
From a guy who says he would go Joe Biden, old man swim trunks at Panama City Beach.
I didn't say I had more taste than that. I said she had more taste than that. Let's clarify here. Okay.
Hey, we don't know what happened to the Alaska stream up there. She might have been, they might have been a group of ladies said we're gonna go out here and just have some fun. The ladies not out. Where's your mind at? I didn't mean nothing bad by that. Now you might go out there and
you just compared me to Joe Biden. There's no.
Oh, way to go, Steve-O.
Oh, all 9 lights were green. Oh. Michael said he'd have followed you up there, and he don't even like cold weather.
I'm just saying, there's therapeutic, things that can happen. Hot spring.
That's how you make that hot spring into a jacuzzi. So, I had a lot of sulfur in this water.
Oh. We're a little bit too energized for a morning show. I don't know.
Yeah, we were awake this morning.
The coffee is good.
Yes.
I'm wore out, man. I'm tired. I got a lot to get done today, but I'm having fun.
Oh, trying to decide just exactly what I am going to get into today. Well, it's going to depend on what my back's doing. Steve, I'm glad you're on here this morning. We hadn't heard from you the last couple of mornings. Dave's been talking about you.
Bull crap.
Well, you would fess up to it now. We have been having fun with you. There was some, when did we do the Maxine Waters thing? Who's talking about him and Maxine Waters again?
I think you brought that up. You always bring
it up. And then it was, Steve was on here right about now. He'd be saying, oh, there it goes. We were doing it for you. Well, I had you back on a couple of things, though. We've had some we've had some pretty good discussions about things going on in Ohio and stuff like that.
Steve, just so you know, with that new rumble requirement, don't worry, we'll have to be one of your peeps, brother. We'll come and comment during a live. We'll do that.
Yes, we could do that. That ain't no problem.
We'll help a brother out. You, James, others. That not many things we can help. You can.
It's hard to believe you've been working at the same place 3 years. How far do you have to drive to work? 10 green lights or 10 lights, 9 were green. That's pretty cool. You had a 90% ratio there, but man, that seems like a lot of red lights. How far away from home do you work?
It's like going from Fort O to Ringo. There's probably a good 10 going down that way.
Well, I'm spoiled.
It's like 5 before you got out of Fort Oglethorpe.
Well, I'm spoiled. I mean, if I drive through Colquitt, I got to go, depending upon where I'm going, I can go up to 90 miles, probably 60 anyway, and not see a lot. How's that for scary?
Well, that's what happens. You live in the flatlands in the middle of nowhere.
We just know how to work a stop sign.
Oh, y'all don't even stop at them, man. Come on.
Well, yeah. Now, if you're going fast enough, you got,
That sounds like us talking about our freeways around here.
Yeah.
Broski Bear, the USS Carl Vinson.
I was on that one.
And the USS Nimitz is on the way, so that'll be 2 carriers.
I've been on board that one.
And there's a bunch of other surface ships ready to do business.
Served on one and got to go on the other one.
And serious business. Let's pray for all of our military personnel and or civilian that are in the region, from civilian contractors to the U.S. military personnel to our government workers that are there that work the embassies and diplomats, and everybody's a target right now. Think about it.
Yeah.
They're Americans. They're all targets. And that's somebody's sons and daughters that are out there on those naval ships and the subs underneath the water, which are undoubtedly there too.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of Americans in a hot spot. Got you, brother. I don't know if you've seen the new requirement for July yet, Steve. That's what I'm talking about. That so.
What?
Yeah, you got a hammer. Hammer. When's your next live, brother? I need to watch the new live if it works out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The battle begins. They also are talking about how they're going to do something that they're going to be talking about in,
for centuries.
Yeah, a long time to come. Maybe that's the sound of them crapping. I don't know. Maybe
they're planning on dropping a great big stink bomb.
You see the lady on the newscast? Boom. Show over. They asked Israel about hitting the TV station. They said, I'm going to paraphrase it, what Israel said. People nowadays say, well, they basically said they've been talking about us bad for a long time up from that TV station. I think you could shorten it down to 4 letters. FAFO. I think that's what people say nowadays. Yes, Steve. New requirements in July. You must have 20 individual one-time chatters throughout the month during a live stream. 20.
You got 20 people pop in and say hi.
You got 2 right here, brother. Actually,
Yeah.
you probably have more than that.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying we'll help you out. We'll be there for you, brother. You can scratch our back, we'll scratch yours. Just don't scratch Rob's when he's got the Joe Biden swim trunks on. I got you, Steve. Well,
Yeah.
if you go live before our live, we'll
pop in there.
We'll come over and give you some time too.
Okay, so
I know, Steve. Like, right? Yeah, you knew it was coming. They have to do something, but we'll help you out.
Yeah.
I mean, Carl gets that in one live, but all of us don't. So we'll help each other out.
All right, we've got one other story I would like to touch on real quick. A federal judge found Tuesday that Florida Attorney General James Uthmeyer was in civil contempt of court over her ruling to pause a new state law making it a crime for people living in the U.S. illegally to enter the state. Okay, this is a federal judge telling a state that they can't enforce their own state law. What the hell? Let's not trample on states' rights or anything. Ordered on April 29th, the Uthmeyer show cause on why he could not be held in contempt or sanctioned for violating a temporary restraining order from the court, though Williams ultimately decided he was unable to convince her otherwise. And then he enforced the law anyway. It would seem to me like, and that's where they got him in contempt, but Williams, on April 4th, Williams entered a 14-day TRO in response to the law following a lawsuit filed by Florida Immigrant Coalition and other groups. She then extended the TRO another 11 days after learning Florida Highway Patrol had arrested over a dozen people, including a U.S. citizen. The court said on April 18th that Florida law enforcement officers were bound by the TRO, preventing them from enforcing the criminal immigration law. Now, this is coming off Fox, by the way. Give them credit. Also, the court also ordered the attorney general to provide notice to all law enforcement officers, which Uthmeyer initially complied with, but then, yeah. But on April 23rd, he sent a follow-up letter telling law enforcement community that no judicial order properly restrains you from enforcing the immigration law, adding that no lawful, legitimate order currently impedes your agencies from continuing to enforce the statute. I mean, they're going to battle now over, the rights of the federal government versus that of the state government. So we've been down this road before.
Sounds like a good country song.
Yeah, been down this road before.
We've been down this road before.
Yeah. There you go. And broski. I think that's what I was saying earlier this morning. The mom. It can only be carried by the B2. That's just the stealth. Imagine.
I just think there's something we don't know going on.
Yeah. Well.
So this goes. Here's my thing. Are we going to still be that country that goes around the world and does this in these regional conflicts?
I don't know. The only reason why, I mean, it depends on, is Israel fixing to drop a nuke over there and end it with Iran? And then that's going to make every other Arab nation over there turn on Israel, and they'll be launching everywhere. Or did they make a direct threat on against the United States? I mean, we haven't heard about that, but that doesn't mean, you know.
And you know who else has been crying about Iran?
Good morning, Jenny. Who else?
Little man, Zelensky.
Oh yeah.
They're our enemy. He wants to stay relevant in the story.
He has no relevancy.
And I get you, broski. Some say BS. BS, there is no weapon. I'm just saying. Do we believe that intelligence? Or do we believe we're being smokescreened again? I don't know.
I don't know either.
But that's the talking points this morning all across the shows is what's going on here? Why now?
You know, and how much of it is, hey, look over here, look over here, look over here, but don't look over here.
Yeah.
And then you got stories like this one in Florida now with the federal government overriding a state, you know, saying you can't do that. I mean, that's pretty massive. That's a big story when you have the federal government trampling on state rights again. And I mean, there's other stuff like that going on too. Look over here, look over here, look over here. Don't look over here. There's a lot going on. How many times have we seen that though, from both sides? So
sure. Well, usually what they do is they deny federal funding to force you to the table.
Yeah.
Which is your money that you paid in. They're just giving it back.
You're right. But this guy here, she's finding him in contempt. You know, I don't know what that's going to go to, but they're telling a state that they can't enforce their own laws. Come on. And the law is, if you're an illegal immigrant, you can't come into Florida. They made it a misdemeanor. If you come into Florida and if you're in this country as an illegal alien, you're not allowed to come across the Florida state line. That just makes it easier for them to be picked up. So,
yep,
that's their issue.
Broski, I think Robert has weapons of gas destruction.
That's not very nice. I don't think I've ever dropped a gas bomb on you.
I didn't say that you had.
I guarantee you now. I'll be trying to work one up for you next time. You just think Miss Elizabeth crop dusting kids is bad. You wait till I crop dust you.
Oh, man. I love it.
You love it when people crop dust you? What?
That gives an excuse to do it back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't refer to those as weapons of mass destruction. Poots and stuff. We call those weapons of mass destruction, you know, because of where it comes from.
Don't go there. Don't go there, because even my mind is jumping in places it probably shouldn't right now.
Yeah. You know, and here's another rewarding thought for you, Dave.
Oh, this is scary.
You know, as you're driving down the road and you have a carload of kids and you're able to cut a silent but deadly, and you just watch the effect as it travels through the car. And you watch it travel through the car and you see the tears running down your grandchildren's face. And you have that moment of pride as you turn and with a completely surprised look on your face say, "Who did that?" You're at that point, sir.
Well, for me, it's Kaylee that does it. She'll never admit it. She never does.
Well,
But she's the one doing it. That girl can run you out of a car.
I just tell you, if you do it back now, you can blame it on them. Are you saying, Jenny? Are you saying if you did one that you wouldn't fess up for it? What is SBD? Silent but deadly. Got you. Yeah. Just sneak one out. Just let it flutter around. I guarantee you, between me, Dave, Steve, Broski, Jennifer, I'm throwing you in there too. Miss Elizabeth, every one of us, Michael, I guarantee you, has put one out there silently and watched the effects of it. I guarantee you, every one of us have done that.
And I'm guaranteeing you that not all of us are as bad as others because I don't eat deviled eggs and all that crap that people that eat.
Oh, yeah. Make them good. Yeah.
And I'm sure you would.
Oh, in a heartbeat. They're good for you. Deviled eggs are. Boiled eggs? Yeah. Yeah, Bubba.
Pickled pig's feet and all that crap you like talking
Oh,
about.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, can you imagine what chitlins smell
with a beer chaser?
Yeah. Can you imagine what a chitlin's poop would smell like?
I just imagine that back in the day, you don't drink anymore, but back in the day, Steve-O steps outside with his egg in one hand, a beer in the other, and says, the breakfast of champions.
And then goes to work.
And then goes to work.
I've done that.
I'll guarantee you.
I've done that. My goodness. I've done that when we were working together. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to deal with this certain person today. I'm going to eat a bunch of boiled eggs, drink a couple of beers before I go in there. Sitting in the office.
Miss Elizabeth said she had to do that to be able to take the kids. Got them kids today. All true except the egg. No way, broski. No way.
Chicken liver and egg salad sandwich. That sounds awesome, dude.
I don't eat that crap.
Hey, I figured out what a redneck sundae is. You get your ice cream out in your little tray. Then you add pickle juice, hot sauce, and mustard to it.
God.
What? Maybe a little bit of
do you even have a stomach lining left?
Yeah. I do. By loading, all right. You got to read this one out. This is from Steve. However, I have gotten revenge on people by loading the old butt musket. I'm going to have to remember that one with Taco Bell before work to get back at the next guy down the line. Loading the old butt musket.
That's a new one.
We're going to have to. That's what we're going to refer to as Thanksgiving dinner from now on around here. Is loading the old butt musket.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm crying.
Yeah.
Oh
Thank you, Steve. Yeah, once again, Ohio affects traditions here in the South.
What a
Loading
thought
the old
on a
butt
Humpday
bus.
morning. The old
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's just the thought of it. Taco Bell, loaded up, going to work.
Drink that cold beer on the way. That give it the fizz so you can fire it out of there at the correct velocity. In other words, when you let it go, all you see is a brown cloud. Just then the guy behind you gets to see it traveling at Mach 2 coming right at him. Whoop.
That's what the Iranians have got going on right now as they think about what's fixing to happen. The old butt bus.
Laugh out loud. This is Steve also. I refer to farts as tooting the butt trumpet. So it was just an adaptation of another. Tooting the butt trumpet. Oh, no. Loading the old butt musket is just way better. And you can tell them what you're loading it with, too. Broski said, I'm not sure what you're firing out would be solid. Perhaps more of a wet spray.
Now think about this in the context of a hot workplace.
Oh! If it is a hot spray, it'd leave a trail run down your leg.
Oh.
He said either solid or gas, more of a liquid.
Wow.
You know, it's bad when you cut a really good one and you have to go to the bathroom immediately afterwards to make sure that you haven't shot upon yourself. That's a good one. That is a good one. So.
Y'all killing Jenna. Y'all killed her today.
Sorry, Jenna.
Hey, don't tell me them cats haven't done you that way.
Oh, I'll guarantee you they have. If they do it to her too much, she's got these little, I bet she's got these little wine corks and stuff. She just fix you. You won't be doing that for a little while.
I was talking to a guy who serves as the deputy coroner. Talking about stories, dude. He was talking about things he has to remove before he takes the body to the lab because the doctor don't want to see it. You can only imagine.
Just remember, mine was revenge. As Steve says, remember, musket implies projectile.
Oh.
A good, healthy revenge fart always has chunks.
Oh. Well, there goes your breakfast this morning.
All right.
Woo.
We all, Miss Elizabeth doing hers out of revenge. I bet it was chunky too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Steve just said what a revenge part, a good revenge part always has chunks. And then Miss Elizabeth just said, remember, mine was revenge. Yeah, so she was doing it properly, sir.
Wow.
All right.
Come to the Southern Fried where you get all their daily dose of news, weather, and fart, the latest fart information. Oh.
Yes. Say, good morning, Miss Elizabeth. Glad you're back. You went to hear about your trip. Yeah, we all sitting around wondering how your trip went. You're going to have to tell us all about it. Well, we got through a hump day morning. Revenge farting must have a kamikaze effect. You both go down together. It's like that scene from Training Day where he tells the story about chunky peanut butter. Broski. All right. Well, congratulations. We've got through a hump day morning. Barely. If you're wondering what that smell is, it was probably Steve from Ohio Might have been Dave. Don't know. It was not me this morning. So let's address that. So, y'all pray for our country today. Pray for all of our military that's serving overseas and all of our citizens that are over in that area. Rough situation over there. And keep all of us in your prayers. We appreciate it. And remember, check out Patriot Mobile. Use that promo code Cornbread. Get your first month free and help them out. Help us out. What are you laughing at? I'm missing something here.
I'm just thinking about Steve going to the doctor, waiting on the doctor, his name to be called. And he has cropped up in the waiting room, and he says, he gets up, they call his name, and he says, woo! Well, I tell you what, I loaded that up trumpet this morning.
And then the doctor has to do a search and check to see what he loaded it with. Because it can't be alive. Did you drop your drawers and bend over? We got to clean that out of there.
Don't forget tonight, folks, Humpday views and what Jake affectionately called the Rumble Rant.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
The Rumble Rant.
I'll be on
Southern
premium
Fried
for the last half of that. So, yeah, the Rumble Rant. So if y'all don't have Rumble, what's wrong with you, number one? Number two, let's get it going. Broski said he's a real Louis Armstrong, Dizzy Gillespie. What kind of trumpet player? The best.
Oh.
All right, on that note, on that trumpet note, y'all have a great day. Get through this hump day. We'll see you back here tonight for Hump Day Views and the Rumble Vent. We give y'all a great old big salute. Y'all like, follow, and subscribe. And we will see y'all tonight. Y'all have a great day. Dave, you got anything else?
I don't think I've got anything else after all that.
Okay.
I'm fully emptied out.
Okay. That's a scary thought.
And we didn't even have Cook in here to talk about it.
No.
And if there's somebody that can really unload the butt trumpet, it's Cook.
Oh, my gosh. We'll have to get him in here one day just on that topic.
I miss him. Where you at, Cook?
Yeah. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you soon.
So come on in and have a blast for a good time that will last. Start your day with a smile, with the hosts that do the most. Get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried